Hello and welcome, my name is Parky and today we're playing some more Mad Games Tycoon. You may be back where last time we created some pretty unsuccessful games. Unfortunately, I've not quite got to grips with this game yet, but having read all your useful comments last time, I think I can give this a bit of a better go with our next development of a game. Now, because we've got no money, I'm obviously going to have to do some contract work in the meantime, so let's just get this started, rolling whilst I'm talking. Now, we do have a marketing department. Marketing doesn't seem to be doing that much at this point in the game. I don't know whether it's because maybe I'm misusing it, which is probably quite likely, to be honest, but also we have got the research facility, and apparently this month is a digging genre game, which is popular, which is trending, so maybe we should start researching into that. Mad Game Awards have come round again. It happens very quickly. Is this each year? 1984. Wow, okay then. Well, best soundtrack got Gate of Secret this time. We got Scared by Dungeons on best graphics, Tycoon Studios and Alien Warrior. Wow, okay, so not us again. We've got 6 out of 20 unlocks, so I didn't even know that this was here. Research a game, own an engine, research feature. So these are all the things that we should be aiming for. At least 1 million in cash. Might take a little while. 5,000 fans. How many fans have we got? 0 fans. Right, okay. That's probably not a good start then. Let's do a bit more contract work because we need to get our money back into the positive, which is a bit of a pain. There's not much we can do about it. We're going to need at least 50,000, if not 60,000, before we can develop the next title. So if we speed this up quickly, we can get this done a lot quicker. Okay, at least we're back into the positive now. We're just going to do another final bit of contract work. I suppose, well, we could do another couple, but this should be enough if we just get this one done. So digging is lasting for another 66 weeks. Now is that a reference to Minecraft? I have no idea. Sports game digging. Sports digging game. Okay then. That seems like a very realistic thing. It's like a digging simulator, right? Construction simulator. Makes more sense now. So let's start developing a game. We're going to go for maybe, well, we're going to have to go for retail. Let's go for a topic. One that we haven't done before. Maybe a police game. A police puzzle skill. Maybe we should try and find another mini-genre that we can research, because that seems like a good idea. We've not really got any that I really want to do at this point in time, so we could go for maybe... We got that building game there, we've also got the sports game. Maybe an RPG would be good, or an adventure. RPG? RPG sounds fun. Let's do that, right? So we're going to research this. In the meantime, we're going to do some more contract work whilst that's going on. Probably should have looked at that before. But at least now we can start unlocking some more interesting genres that we can mix and match things with. An RPG police adventure sounds like an incredible time, something that I'd definitely play myself. So maybe we should look into that. We've got the Commander C127 as well, which is going to be great. Maybe we should look into some more engines. Okay, there is another engine here, this Free Scarby 2. Might be worth doing, profit sharing of 28%. We could, in fact, build our own engine. Not that I'm really sure how to do that. I don't know whether we can do that yet. Maybe we can. I'm not really sure. We can go for another dev kit as well. Have these got any, like, massive amounts of market share? The Nintendo Mez is at 18.5%, so maybe we could go for that. It's 55,000 to buy though, and there isn't much contract work left. Maybe we should just go for another game next, because I really need to build up my audience of fans. That's really what's going to drive everything. And then aside from that, really, we've just got to keep doing some contract work to get our money up, hopefully expand at some point in the near future. New platform available, the Amiku 1000. Cool beans. Of course, what we could do is drop this guy in here just to speed this progress up a little bit, because it does take quite a while for a new genre. We don't want to participate in this. We could get a bank loan. I feel as though maybe it's going to screw me over if I do. Because as soon as you get into bank loans, I know businesses in real life do this, and I've maybe just made a horrible mistake. But businesses, you know, if you take too many loans out, you're not going to pay them back. And it doesn't look like we're making that much money at the moment, which is not a good thing. Okay, so this is 85% now. We've got a load of new platforms coming out. I'm not really sure whether... Are any of these worth having? 30% on the Aki 2. 25,000. Should we just go for it? We can't even really... We haven't managed to do any of the stuff we've already unlocked, like the script AI and... Was it the 16 colour support? This one's got 256 colour support, though. Sure, let's just go for it. Tell you what, I'm not going to mess around anymore. We're just going to do as much of this as we can. So let's do another bit of contract work. 22,000 seems good to me for EA. Okay, right, we've unlocked our first genre. We should now try to mix genres to create something new for the players. Subgenre is now available. Fantastic, okay. So now this guy's freed up. We're going to move him back onto the normal game development, because that sounds like a good idea to me. Okay, right, I've got $120,000. We're going to start creating a new epic game. And it's going to be a police... I suppose, would this make sense? Police? Is this not a good idea? Maybe pirates. Pirate... And then the main genre is going to be an RPG game with the engine Aki 2. Right, okay, so this is going to be an epic game. It's going to be called Pirates of the Epic Game. Pirates of the Epic Game. Fine, that's a terrible name, but whatever. We're also going to go for this, and we could go for another platform. Should we go for this? I suppose it doesn't really matter. No, we're not going to go for that platform yet. Did we buy that dev kit? I thought we did. Apparently we didn't, so we've got less money than I thought. But you know, we're just going to go for the personal computer at this point in time. Seems good to me. Right, okay, so now we're going to go for gameplay. It's definitely going to be better. Story, because it's an RPG, I think, although game length is quite important as well. Atmosphere is going to be a bit higher. Game depth is going to be higher, and also the core gamer is going to be slightly higher. That seems okay. I think that's fine. Apparently there are arrows that appear. I didn't actually manage to see this, but it tells you generally what is a good idea to have in the game. Some more gameplay or whatever, but for some reason it's not showing it here. Maybe it's because I've never done a game in this genre before. I suppose that would make a lot of sense. So if we bring the technology down, we're going to bring the graphics up, and I think that seems good. Yeah, fine, let's do that. We're going to have 256 colour support. Dev cost is actually far too high. 60,000 is quite a lot, isn't it? Okay, well, what do we not need? Parallax scrolling. Not sure if... Split screen multiplayer we don't need. Doesn't need to be a joystick driver either. I suppose we could get rid of... We need to get rid of 3 more things. We could have 16 colour support. That'd bring the cost quite far down. Also got scripted AI. Opponents are routine to follow. And then 3D renderer. Polygon-based graphics. I think that's quite important. Multi-directional depth-enabled scrolling. Okay, save game is probably quite useful. If we get rid of this, and then maybe get rid of... Oh, damn, this is really difficult, isn't it? I'm going to have to get rid of this thing, aren't I? Parallax scrolling? Sure. And we're also going to have to get rid of scripted AI? Yeah. Well, that sounds like a terrible game, but it's all we can put in it, so whatever. It's going to be better than anything else we've made. Let's put it that way. Well, at least I hope it is. Right, so let's speed this up just to see how the development of this game goes. Now, one thing that you guys have been shouting at me for, quite rightly, is the fact that I've been releasing these games with loads of bugs. I'm not sure how to get rid of the bugs. Maybe we just don't publish it straight away, and then they just get rid of the bugs themselves. Not sure, but this time I'm going to hang around, see what's going on. Maybe we can get a particularly bug-free game out, which would make our ratings even higher. I think that seems like a good idea, so that's what we're going to do. And look at this new feature, save game support. This is something we've never had before. We've also got a new research feature of 8-bit sound, which sounds like it could be moderately useful. We've also got some new topics that we can start unlocking. I currently have minus 10,000 on the old money though, so we can't really afford to do any of these. World Wars, oh that'd be interesting. We could do like a Fallout type game, or like a game development tycoon game. Such a troll game. Okay, what else can we get here? We've got a few new engines that we can buy. I think we got the best one here. I think we got a Power 14 game. Oh, what's this? The 5 stars. Quality of the office. If you have many stars, many employees are available. It also increases the willingness to work of the employee. Right, okay. Well, that's interesting. We've got quite a high support on that then. The Nintendo MES is probably going to be something that I want to get. None of these other things are really going to be that great. The Apple Muck is still not particularly a good gaming engine, or a gaming platform I should say, so maybe we won't go for that yet. Okay, we've moved on to the polygonal 3D renderer now, which is going to help with the graphics I believe, which is hopefully going to be a good thing. We want to get at least 100 in all of these if we can, well aside from the bugs, that would obviously be terrible, but the gameplay is going to be high. I want the gameplay graphics and also the sound to be really high in this game. Of course, what we could do is if we expand this office slightly, we could... Let's not participate in this. If we expand the office slightly, the development office, we can then get a third developer in here, which is going to improve things even further. This guy is mostly focused on the graphics and music and sound. Actually, he's fairly all-round good, isn't he? He's about 30 in everything. Nico is on game design and also programming is quite high. Graphics are fairly high as well. But I think really it's Parky that I want to look at. One of your games has reached enough graphic points. You now have the graphics studio. There you can improve your graphics for your games. Oh, fantastic. Look at this. 200 in the graphics. Wow. Well, they definitely can't complain about the graphics now in this game. We're on minus 67,000, but you know what? It's okay. Don't worry about it. We're also on 73 on the technology, 75 on the sound so far. We're currently working on the sound as well, which is fantastic. We've also got high... Oh, look at this. Pirates of the Epic game. The work on this game has been completed. Let's not publish this. Let's not publish it yet. Let's wait to see whether we can get rid of these bugs. I've done a little bit of research off screen, and apparently we can't remove bugs in games until we have the QA department, which is not very good. So we're just going to have to release this now, because it's got a hell of a lot of bugs, but hopefully it doesn't matter too much. We're going to go for the arcade again. We could publish this ourselves, but you know, it's okay. Games that have the same genre, apparently the RPG pirate genre is already a bit flooded, and also the games that have the same theme. There's only one. Okay, let's have a little look at this. I've seen better graphics, very mediocre. The sound is really bad, it makes my ears hurt. The controls are a disaster, this game is unplayable. What a lousy game. It's the worst game of the year. Well, for fuck's sake. Well, at least, in one way, at least we got mediocre graphics. Better than we've ever had before. 16% is the best game we've ever created, quite sadly. There we go, we spent 155,000 doing it, but we can now get our money back by doing some of this contracting work. So we're just going to grab this up very quickly, and hopefully make the money back that we lost. Okay, well luckily it looks like it's selling moderately well. If we can manage to get any fans out of this, then I think that's quite impressive. However, I think it's quite rare that you gain fans, especially with such a buggy release. I think it has to be something that's particularly fantastic. So where's this time? We've got a hospital jump and run game. Okay then, don't question it anyone. It's absolutely fine. So we're going to grab this up as well. There's a bit of contract work going on. Okay, well I can't say that did particularly well. We did make the biggest income that we ever have though at 45,000, which I think is a bit of a victory if anything. So what we're going to do now is we're going to carry on doing a bit of our contract work, get a ton of money this time before releasing the next game. Of course, one thing that we could do is actually do another research genre of maybe, well they're all quite expensive so we can't really afford much of this. Go for economic simulation, we can make like a SimCity game and focus on that as our main genre of choice. I think that sounds like a good idea. Let's do it. Economic simulation, I suppose it's not really, it's more of a building game, isn't it? Or a simulation? Oh, I don't know. I suppose economic simulation would be alright. Okay, I'm going to start researching cities as a thing, because I think maybe a simulation city game would be good. I think that sounds good. So as soon as we get enough money, I'm going to also research some of this. Should we just get I feel like we should just get a bank loan. Let's just do it, shall we? Alright, fine. Look, we're going to borrow it, alright? Don't worry. It's all okay. So we're going to go for a small booth this time. We're going to go with our game that we don't actually have because we haven't got any on the market. So that was absolutely pointless. Good job! Good job, Parky. You really know how to run a development studio. Completely not. Oh my god. Well, at least we have a lot of money now, even if we haven't actually created it. So let's now do a research genre of simulation. That's going to cost 100,000, but I feel as though it's going to be worth it. A city simulation game. We all know how much I love the SimCity franchise, so if we go for that, it should be good fun times for everything. We've done it. So now, this is going to be the most epic game I've ever created. We've got loads of money to do it as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a cities simulation game, and it's going to be called SimShitty. Oh dear. Right, okay, and then we're going to go for one of these, because we've got loads of money, I don't even care anymore. Subgenre we can go for like a... Does it even matter? It doesn't really matter, does it? Let's remove this genre. Don't really need a subgenre as well. SimShitty seems good to me. Okay, let's go on to the next thing. I'm going to choose on personal computer. And we're also going to go for... Oh, it's only got 7% now. Let's just go for PC. We could go for a dev kit of this, but they're all losing their market share slightly anyway, so we'll just go for personal computer. Right, okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go for gameplay, and maybe storyline doesn't matter, but game length is pretty important, right? Atmosphere and functions has got to be a lot higher this time, I think. I'm also going to make it like moderately more beginner friendly, and make this sort of more in the middle like this. I think that seems okay. So then, in terms of this, what we're going to do is we're going to make the gameplay and technology a lot higher. The sound is going to be lower, and maybe the graphics could be a little bit higher. I don't know if this is a bit of a risk, though. I think this might be a bit of a risk. If we go for something like this, sound, technology, how important is technology? We'll go for this. Okay. Right, and then we can only have 5 features, so what we're going to do is we're going to definitely go for our 256 colour support this time. We're going to go ham on the graphics and everything else. So we don't want this to be a joystick driver. We want all of this nice stuff. We don't need split-screen multiplayer. Scripted AI probably isn't that important. Need to get rid of 2 more features. Probably get rid of the sprites, and maybe also... Save game is pretty important, isn't it? Go for a slightly less good PC speaker sound. Yeah, okay, let's do that. 167,000 to create this game. I think it's going to be worth it though. Unfortunately, because we haven't got a QA department, it means that all the bugs that we do have in this game are going to have to be there on release, which is going to make the game a bit worse, unfortunately. But you know what, if we can make this so that the fans love it, even though it has loads of bugs, like the original SimCity games, then hopefully we're going to be fine. Now this time I think we are going to go ham. We're going to borrow another 250,000, which is just crazy, I know, but we're going to go for a small booth. We're going to choose a game, SimCity. Look at this. Oh yeah, we're going to do it. Just under 20,000 it looks like, but hopefully this is going to give our game a bit of a boost in sales when it comes out. Plus 3,600 fans. Oh, right, so that's how we get fans. Right, okay. I did not quite realise that. So what we're going to do also is we're going to grab this guy into the marketing department. We're going to do a load of marketing for this game. Posters. I think posters are going to be incredibly important with this. Right, guys, it's going to take a long time to create them, but you know, it's okay. Don't worry about it. We're at 10% already. Actually, it's going pretty quickly. And considering how long this is going to take to finish, I don't think it matters too much. We're going to get more fans. It's going to be like the one game where we're going to do well. I think really, having said that earlier on in the episode, that you shouldn't borrow money, I think that's a mistake. I think you should definitely borrow money. I mean, yeah, you have to pay it back at some point, but realistically, is there a time limit on the paying back of borrowing? It doesn't look like it. There's monthly interest though, so it's only going to get slightly bigger each month. But I think that's probably going to be worth it. Okay, let's do a bit more marketing. I'm going to, again, I say it, we're just going to go for everything. We're going to go for a local magazine as well. We're going to market the hell out of this thing. Got 3,600 fans now. Seems like that's the way to go then, just to get a booth at a gaming convention, even if, you know, you haven't got that many games, even if the game you're creating is going to be terrible. It doesn't matter. Now, I hope that with this game, because we've got that nice 256 colour support or whatever it's called, the graphics in this game are going to be incredible. We can hope anyway. Okay, so let's get one more marketing campaign. We're going to get flyers as well. It's because it's the cheapest one, and I think it's going to help, if anything, just a little bit. So, hopefully, once this is done, we're doing the 256 colour support now. We're going to have at least 200. I think, is 200 the max? I have no idea. One of your games has countless bugs. The quality assurance is now available. Oh, good. Well, now at least we can get the quality assurance room, but we can't even afford to upgrade our studio, which is going to be a bit of a problem. If we go for... How much is this room? And how much room do we need in order to put it down? Probably quite a bit of space, to be fair. Oh, we can put it in the middle here, but I'm not sure how this is quite going to work. No, should we just do it anyway? I have no idea how this is going to work. So what we're going to do is, we're going to get, I think it's just a desk again, isn't it? So if we grab one of these desks, put it in here. I don't know how these people are going to go to the toilet, but again, they're going to have to phase through walls, I'm afraid. Okay, that seems good. And then the quality assurance, we're going to grab this guy back into here like that. And we're going to start debugging this game. Now, is this making it go down? I'm not sure, but it looks like these people can walk through walls. It looks like they're teleporting. So as long as you can fit all these offices in here, it doesn't really matter. Okay, what are we doing? Remove bugs of SimCity. There we go. Perfect. So this is going to reduce the amount of bugs. If we just wait for a little while, we're just going to wait to remove as many of these bugs as we can. It's going to take a little while, but I think it will be worth it. Of course, if we get another desk in here as well, we can get two guys on this at once. Can we fit another desk in here? Well, we can put them in the doorway. Oh no, we can't. Okay. I was going to say, it'd be a bit silly if you've got your desk covering the doorway like that, but it's fine. Oh, look at this, just under 10 bugs left now. We've had to wait around for a little while, but I don't think it matters. I think if we make this game super good, then it's going to be epic. So we've got 3 bugs left. We've got 371 on the graphics, which is absolutely mental. Never had anything that high before. And we can release the game now. Yeah, let's do it. SimCity. Yes! Oh my god, okay. Fine publisher. We're going to go for... I suppose these guys would be better. Economic simulation. That seems good. Okay, there's no games that have the same genre or the same theme, so I'm hoping this is going to do well. The graphics are below average. The graphics should be improved. The sound is really bad. It makes my ears hurt. The control is too complex. They should have improved this. What a lousy game. I nominate this as the worst game of the year. Oh my god. Okay. What do you want from me? What do you want from me? Oh dear. Okay, well we spent so much money on this. I'm hoping we just regain something from it, even if we get some more fans. We're actually losing fans by the looks of things, which is not great. Your games are selling well. To further increase sales, you might want to implement copy protection. Oh, well, maybe in the future. Well, this one's definitely done better than anything else I've ever sold. All time it's sold over 15,000, 16,000. We're still going to lose a lot of money on this, though, to be fair, but I don't really think it matters. Minus 27,000, well, we can do a bit more contract work, but this seems like a good place to end today. If you enjoyed the episode and want to give me some more pointers on what I'm doing wrong, then please feel free to do so. I made 74,000, that seems good. Okay, well, thank you for watching. Goodbye, awkward, awkward, goodbye. Awkward.